Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Aquatic Wetline YouTube channel here on YouTube. I'm Alex Cardinale, and thank you for watching this video today, which is actually broadcasting live. And I figured I'd do this live in person rather than record this. I wanted to do it live with you guys here on the video. Okay, so today, for a few minutes here of your time, I just want to talk about my radio network that I have on Blog Talk Radio. Yes, I have my own network of radio shows on the internet, and it's called the A.C.E. Network, A.C.E. Network on Blog Talk Radio. And you can find the A.C.E. Network at blogtalkradio.com/Alex Cardinale Network. Again, that's blogtalkradio.com/Alex Card Network, not Alex Cardinale Network, it's Alex Card Network. So you would go to blogtalkradio.com/Alex Card Network, and I'll show you guys that in a second here. Now, I've got some wonderful shows on the A.C.E. Network. I have the Aquatic Wetline, which is my fish keeping podcast. It dedicates to mostly freshwater, but I will be having a saltwater series and a reptile series in the future on the Aquatic Wetline. So that's going to be awesome as well. Now, I just did a couple of great Aquatic Wetline shows this week, so I really do recommend you guys go ahead and give them a listen. I know this past Monday, I just interviewed freshwater fish freak owner Will Lane on the Aquatic Wetline, and last night my co-host /master 1989 Jeff and I discussed clown knives. And yes, that's right, /master 1989 is the official co-host of the A.C.E. Network. Now, I will have some other great shows for the Aquatic Wetline coming up in a couple of weeks. Over the next few weeks, there's going to be several wonderful Aquatic Wetline shows. So you, the fish keepers on my channel, are going to love that. Now, I have some other great shows besides the Aquatic Wetline. I've got the Alex Cardinale Show, which is a talk show in which I talk about anything and everything. Now, on this talk show, I can talk about anything from sports to current events to news and things that I really, really want to talk about. And I have done some awesome talk shows. Just recently, last week, I did a show on the problems in the world today. So the talk show is going to feature anything I feel like talking about. And then I've got Cooking with Alex Cardinale, which is my cooking show, in which I'm going to give you my delicious recipes and some cooking tips and tricks you can use in your kitchen. All of my recipes are my personal recipes and are good, and you guys are going to like my recipes. And then we have the Mad Scientist Sports Lab with your host, Nick Ficorelli. He is the host of this sports show, and he's actually going to debut tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on the A.C.E. Network. He will be hosting his sports show live on A.C.E. Network every single Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. He is the first radio show to syndicate with the A.C.E. Network, and I'm very, very honored to have a radio show syndicate with my network. I'm one of the first few networks to have radio shows syndicate on Blog Talk Radio, and I am very proud of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to welcome Nick Ficorelli to the A.C.E. Network, and Nick is going to have some phenomenal sports guests on the A.C.E. Network, and he's going to do a fantastic job of hosting the Mad Scientist Sports Lab on the A.C.E. Network. It's going to be great, and I definitely recommend you guys tune in and check that out tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. And finally, our last series on the A.C.E. Network is Saturday Night Main Event with me and my great co-host /master 1989, and It's an entertainment show where Jeff and I actually entertain you by doing pranks on people. We talk about the idiots of the week. We play some movie clips and more. It's an overall fun show. And all of our listeners who listened to our very first ever Saturday night main event gave us all good feedback. So it's a show that my listeners love. And I'm inviting all of you, my subscribers, to check it out. So Saturday night main event. And one final series I did forget to mention is the WWE Hour, which is hosted by myself and Slashmaster 1989, two WWE wrestling fans. So those are all of my series on the A.C.E Network as of today, April 16th. We've got the Aquatic Wetline. We've got the Alice Cardinale Show. We've got Cooking with Alice Cardinale. We've got the Mad Scientist Sports Lab. We've got WWE Hour and Saturday Night Main Event. So we've got everything you can ever ask for in a radio show. We've got fish, which will be aquarium hobby. We've got talk shows. We've got politics. We've got cooking shows, we've got sports shows, and we've got wrestling shows. So the A.C.E Network has everything for anyone. If you're not a fish keeper, well, I've got shows for you. So I hope you guys check out the A.C.E Network, blogtalkradio.com/Alice Card Network. Now, I am currently looking for some guests to come on the A.C.E Network. Not necessarily the Aquatic Wetline, but I'd love to have some guests on Saturday Night Main Event and some guests on my talk show. So if you're interested in being a guest on the Aquatic Wetline, the Alice Cardinale Show, or Saturday Night Main Event, leave a comment in the comment section below. You can come on and talk about anything, whether it be rated R or PG-13. I'd love to have you as a guest on the A.C.E Network. So if you're interested in being a guest on the A.C.E Network, simply just leave a comment in the comment section below. All right. So now I'm going to open up screen sharing, and I want to show you the A.C.E Network webpage. And so I'll show you guys how you can listen to a show. Okay. Because I know a lot of you guys have been asking me, how do I listen to your radio show? Well, I want to go here and show you so that you can listen to the show. So here we go. We're on screen sharing now. And I am going to go ahead and show you how you can tune in to the A.C.E Network. So basically, I just type in blogtalkradio.com and I type in the Alice Card Network. Now, you could obviously just go to blogtalkradio.com and type in the A.C.E Network, but it would take you a while to find it. So here we are, the blogtalkradio.com/the Alice Card Network, also known as the A.C.E Network. And by the way, A.C.E Network has two meanings. The first is Alice Cardinale Entertainment, which is what I use for my sponsors. But the one I personally refer to is Alice Cardinale Excellence, is what I would say the A.C.E Network stands for. Okay, so here you see A.C.E Network. Now, if you haven't followed me already, you want to click follow, which is what you would do right here. And you would automatically get updates on when I'm broadcasting live, or you would get updates on when I'm scheduling the show to be live. So that's pretty much everything you need to know about my Blog Talk Radio page. Now, on the A.C.E Network, Alice Cardinale brings us 3 years of radio and podcasting experience to you in a fun and exciting way. The A.C.E Network will broadcast 7 days a week and will feature the Aquatic Wetline, Alice Cardinale Show, Cooking with Alice Cardinale, the Mad Scientist Sports Lab, and now Saturday Night's Main Event. We will learn about the fish hobby, cooking, sports, and we'll have fun with our talk show. So I just figured I'd do this as a way to show you guys how to listen to the A.C.E Network. So here we see some of our upcoming episodes of the A.C.E Network. Today we have the Mad Scientist Sports Lab on A.C.E Network, where I'm introducing you to our new host of the Mad Scientist Sports Lab on A.C.E Network, Nick Ficorelli, and he's actually an Italian guy just like me. So Cardinale and Ficorelli. So it's going to be a phenomenal show. So it's awesome. I think he's actually my very first Italian host on the A.C.E Network. So I am very excited about that. Hey, Slashmaster1989, how you doing today? Yep, that's our show for today. I'll click on that in a second here. And then tomorrow, we've got ACF certified chef George Norrell coming on Cooking with Cardinale for the Chef George Norrell hour. Third, we have our Saturday night main event on ACE Network this Saturday with my co-host, Slashmaster1989, aka Jeff. And as you can see here, our first guest for Saturday night main event is going to be none other than Dakota Discus, Mr. Andrew Sensky. And Andrew will be discussing his reptiles, his new network, Dakota Discus, or excuse me, his new network, Dakota Network, and much more. Sorry, Discus podcast confused there. But he's going to be discussing his new Dakota Network on Saturday. And then Sunday, we have Aquatic Wetline with the Blue View Aquatics Hour with Josh Rodriguez. So to listen to a live show, all you would simply do is click the Mad Scientist Sports Lab, for example, and it'll bring you right to the show. Now, I personally would recommend for Blog Talk Radio using Google Chrome because it goes a lot faster. Right now, I'm on my brother's computer and I'm using Internet Explorer. And it got to load okay, but it goes a lot faster on Google Chrome. So obviously, my show is not broadcasting to 8 o'clock. But once I do go on the air, you're going to see here, it's going to start playing right here automatically at 8 p.m. Eastern. So it's going to say the word Blog Talk Radio, and then my intro is going to play, which is the ACE Network intro. And then you'll hear the Mad Scientist Sports Lab intro, and then I'll introduce the show, and I'll bring on Nick Ficorelli, who will be the host of this show, and you'll be able to listen to the Mad Scientist Sports Lab on the ACE Network. So it's all you've got to do to listen to a show. A live or archive show is just simply click on the link. So that is how simple it is to go on to Blog Talk Radio. Now, to listen to an archive show, all you would need to do is simply click on the link. So I'll click on our last night's show on Clown Knife, and it will play after the commercial. I know some people hate commercials, but trust me, it's worth it to wait. So we have to wait for the Pringles commercial to stop playing, and you'll be able to listen to the show. And then the show starts automatically like that. So that is how you listen to a show on Blog Talk Radio. So hopefully I did you guys a favor so you can tune into the ACE Network. All right, so that's pretty much how you guys are going to be able to access the ACE Network. Is just simply go to blogtalkradio.com/Alex Card Network, and you can be able to listen to any live or archive episodes. Now, I also post my website links on my Twitter account and on my Google Plus account, which would be Aquatic Wetline. So if you don't know how to access Blog Talk Radio, even though I just showed you how to access Blog Talk Radio, all you've got to do is go to my Twitter account, which is at Alice Cardinale 1, or go to my Google Plus account, which would be Aquatic Wetline. I always have my live stream radio show websites there. It's also on my personal Facebook account, which I'll show you guys in just a second here. So you can also listen to my shows on the archive via iTunes. I'm on iTunes now. I'm also on Stitcher Radio, and I believe I'm on some other cool apps for your cell phones and your smartphones as well. So if you do have iTunes available, all you do right here is click on the purple link right here, and it automatically brings you to my iTunes app. So here we go, iTunes. ACE Network is on iTunes, and there is a full 159 episodes since day one that are available for you to listen to, and my awesome reviews for you. All right, so those are all of every episode that I have up to the recent episode that you guys can listen to if you, for some reason, can't access Blog Talk Radio. And I'm also on Stitcher Radio, too, which is a lot faster than iTunes. So I'm going to show you how to research Stitcher Radio, too. So you go to google.com, and you would type in Stitcher Aquatic Wetline, is where you would find it, and it comes up as ACE Network. So here I am on Stitcher too. Whenever this ACE Network thing loads. So here we go. Here is ACE Network on Stitcher as well. It has all 159 episodes as well. It has the most recent ones, so you can listen to any one of these. And I've got a great review from Jonas 101. This is a fun fish keeping show. Aqua Alex is wonderful, and I'm going to give that a thumbs up, of course. So thank you, Jonas 101, for that. So that's how you guys can listen to my show. Now I'll show you guys my Twitter account just in case you have a hard time finding it. It's Oscar Alex Cardinale right here, and you can find that at Alex Cardinale 1. So if you're new to Twitter, I'm going to show you guys how you can find my page. See, this is Oscar Alex Cardinale, aka Alex Cardinale 1. And I have all of my podcasts available for you guys to listen to via Twitter. So all you have to do is just click on the play button here, and it'll play for you. So let's see. Let's see if I have an archived episode for you. I should have it somewhere. Yep. So you would just play this button here, and it will play for you. All right. So that's Twitter. You can do that on Twitter. Now, if I go on to Facebook, which is simply Alex Cardinale, you'll be able to find it there and play it there as well. So let me go on my personal account here. Okay. And I'll find an archive show for you. Yes, a sicko, Cookie Monster turned into the breast monster. Okay, so let's see here. We'll find an archive show for you. Okay, here we go. And you will just find it here. And you can just press the play button there as well. All right, one last thing I want to show you is I do have a fan page if you did want to join for my network, and that is the ACE Network fan page on Facebook. I do got quite a following on there, so if you do use Facebook, I do recommend you guys go and join it. And that is the ACE Network on Facebook. You see I got 119 members. All of them are very active. So definitely recommend you guys check that out. And I've got 3 people watching this video right now. So that's wonderful. Now just go ahead and join my ACE Network fan page. I also have a like page on Facebook as well, where I post all of my radio show links. So if you're on Facebook, you can like our fan page, ACE Network, as well, and you can be able to see the updates. Now in my fan group, I post all the radio shows, but I also post other things like comedy stuff, and I post fish things, and I post videos for my YouTube channel and stuff. So you can join that just to have a fun one-on-one group with me, I guess you can say. And then I have pages for Cooking with Alex Cardinale, and then I have one for the Aquatic Wetline that you can join as well. So just in the Aquatic Wetline, I just post anything fish keeping related only. So that might be for my subscribers to join Aquatic Wetline on ACE Network. So I pretty much showed you guys everything. So don't forget, again, to find my radio show, all you've got to do is go to blogtalkradio.com/Alex Cardinale Network. So hopefully you guys will join us, and I want to thank you for tuning into this episode of our live stream. I'm going to have another live stream either tomorrow night or Saturday with Dakota Discus and my good friend /Master1989. I've been a very busy man of late hosting all these radio shows, so I don't really have the time to do live streams anymore. But I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned. Coming up next week, I'm going to have a video of me getting a brand new fish tank, but I'm not going to tell you what size it is. I want you guys to find out yourself. I have a brand new fish tank coming up, and I also have some new fish coming in too. And I'll be upgrading my fish from a 20-gallon to a much bigger tank, but I'm not telling you what size tank it is. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time here on my channel.